Hey guys, Ellen Woodbridge here, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Now, if you have been on my videos anytime in the last few weeks, you know that I have had a few issues going live. So I'm trying something a little different, and at the moment I'm not able to see any comments because I'm using my back camera on my phone. So I'm just having to see my replay screen to see how I look and if everything's okay. So please just bear with me a few seconds. Everything is looking right. Yes. Hey Nicole, how are you? Great, wonderful. So this is my workaround for my flipped screen. So unfortunately it is a YouTube thing that I have been suffering the last couple of weeks or the last month, and YouTube have taken off the screen mirroring where they flip the screen so you could see everything straight on and front on. So I can't actually see any of your comments at the moment. I'm sorry, I'm making sure I've got everything with me. So welcome. Now I am here today. I know it's Tuesday and I'm normally live on Facebook on Tuesday, but I've had to flip things around, and I am here with the February 2025 Christmas Stampathon challenge. So this is a challenge that me and a whole group of demonstrators, we want to get ahead with our Christmas projects, and by in doing that we have a Christmas challenge every month from the 25th of January till the 25th of November. So we set a challenge every month so we have enough Christmas projects to get going. Probably about the end of October, we have enough projects to send out. So I know I've written a little post-it note in my Christmas box that I need about 80 cards. So that's to send to customers, my team, other demonstrators that I connect with over the year, family, work, all of that. I need about 80 cards. So I have put a post-it note there that I need 80 cards, and any more than that, I hope to offer them to local friends, family and customers to purchase if they wish. So that's kind of my Christmas story. I was never prepared. So this month's challenge is holly and berries. Now I was a little bit worried because we don't, or I personally don't have a whole lot of current Christmas stuff, but I'm very, very excited that one of the last chance products hasn't sold out yet. So I have grabbed the Reindeer Fun Designer Series, the Reindeer Fun dies, and it has a holly die and with berries. So I thought I would do something fun with that today with you. And I have also grabbed out our cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive back berries, and thinking that might work. I am also short on Christmas stamp sets, so sentiment wise I'm looking at using greetings of the season. So that is all I've got. I have no other plan. Well, I kind of have plans. I kind of want to use this sentiment set in the background and then use a statement piece with the holly and the berries. That's my plan. So let's see if I can flip around and how this is going to work for us, because I have a new working environment with my camera today. So you're going to have to tell me how it is going. Who have we got here? Hey Shaz, how are you? Yes, the berries are very cute. Yes, I have multiple packs of these. So I hope they're not going anywhere, but I do love that I can cut these berries apart and still get 3 dots. So that's what I love. Okay, so you're going to have to go on a bit of a journey down to there. Oh my dear word, we are now upside down. Is my screen going to flip? No, the orientation's locked. Okay, we've got to do everything back to front today. I am in a learning phase, so please bear with me. This may actually work totally fine, but yes. So let me, okay, we are back there. So now I've got to remember I need my camera on the opposite side. Hey, Lisa. Okay, so I love learning with technology. Now, I am being very left-handed here, so this is a little weird, but you are seeing everything correctly. Ah, right. Let me see. Hey, Brenton, how are you? Okay, in a little bit more here. Okay. I feel very back to front today because my camera stand is now on the opposite side of me. So let me just waggle this down a little bit. Looks good. Oh, so Lisa, what I'm doing differently, just let me turn off my light. I'll come back and I'll explain. Otherwise, I will feel like I'm wasting time. So, Lisa, what I'm doing, I know you've been here my last couple of lives. So, just grabbing a hand weight to chuck onto my stand. Okay, so what has been happening is that when my camera has been forward facing to me, everything has been backwards, which hasn't been ideal. So I've used my back camera today. Oh my God, that's even worse. I've used my back camera today to try and get everything working in the correct direction. Okay, I think that's as good as we're going to get, but I know Nicole was here early and saw my forward facing part of the video, so I do hope it all looked okay. So there you go. It's been a journey. So, I am thinking about colours I would like to use today. Obviously, I'm using the holly and the berries. So, traditionally, for a Christmas card, I'm looking green and red. So, let's have a look. I think I might like to use real red. And let me have a look. I'm just thinking what colour I may want the background. So I may be thinking very vanilla, but what colour I may like to stamp my words. So if I went very vanilla and maybe grey granite. I know my grey granite needs re-inking at this very second because I used it on the weekend for blending and it's now really quite dry. But we had a good time. I was going to say we had a good fun. We did have fun using some masks on the weekend. Please excuse me. My arms aren't quite long enough today to grab what I need. But very vanilla and grey granite are a perfect pairing. Ah, good. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. This, look, I'm pretty low tech when it comes to my videos. And I just use the YouTube app. So I don't use any fancy smancy apps or programs or anything like that. I've been working really, really well with what's available, basically. So the fact that YouTube have effectively broken a feature that was perfect for me is annoying, because on Facebook they do effectively the same thing. So grey granite, they effectively do the same thing, but they give you the functionality to be able to press a button to mirror or flip the picture. But YouTube have It's lucky I can tell it's so dry. There was barely any ink transfer. YouTube have not given us that functionality, so I'm just having to find a different way around that. So you can see how thirsty this ink pad is. This ink is being sucked in. So I need to butter this just to evenly distribute this ink around, and I do butter it from the edge in, because the middle is generally where you use most of your ink. So I do have a brand new cloth here because it's towel washing day in my house, and my other cloth went in the wash. Hey Anne, how are you? So why am I closing that? I'd like to leave that open, but I need to put my lid on my reinker. So the Christmas Stampathon, going back to that because that's why we are here today, we make multiple projects. So I am going to make multiple cards, and since I basically have to grab out a whole sheet of very vanilla, I might as well make 4 cards. So let's get these cut. So I'm just going to cut them. This ink pad really does need to just be put aside because I can see something very, very bad happening. So I'm going to cut it 1/2 centimetre smaller than our A2 card front, or 1/4 inch if you're using letter sized cardstock. Okay, now I can put these two together and just go here. And you can very easily, with our basic white and very vanilla, cut 2 card bases together, and oh my dear word, and it's not very hard. I do actually need to cut these smaller, not a card base size. My dear word. Dearie me. Okay. So I'm sorry if I have a bit of a croak in my throat. We do have a little bit of sickness going in our house. Thankfully, touch wood, I just had a touch of a croak in my throat. And I haven't spoken much this morning, so that may have something to do with it. I'm going to put my colour wheel away. I will think about the greens I might like to use, and then we can kind of go from there. So, wishing you... Now, these are very builder-friendly sentiments. So I'm trying to make it easier for myself because I'm going to be doing multiple stamping and creating my own background. So, the most wonderful time of the year. Kind of don't want to use season greetings, or what I could do is mount two of these together. So I could put the Merry and the Christmas together. I'm not a huge seasons greetings kind of person. So Merry Christmas or the most wonderful time of the year. I'm going to see if I can get the Merry Christmas to work together, and we shall see from there, because sometimes the edges of the stamp just don't work very well together. Hello, Miss Cheryl. And on her Zoom time, you happen to be a black cat with a bell. Oh, okay. Okay, so see how the edges kind of interfere with each other. I'm going to do a test stamping here and see how it looks, but if not, I'll go with the most wonderful time of the year. Sometimes they need the edges as part of the manufacturing process, and they do try and keep them as minimal as possible. See, they're a bit too far apart for my liking, but they are actually butted up right against each other. So this is not going to work today for me. So I would prefer, they go together, but they just don't go together for multiple stamping. So let's grab another block, and it's the most wonderful time of year. And then I can always do a more of a feature sentiment if that works. So this is going to be the perfect width for what I want. Okay, look, I will use my test piece here just to make sure that is stamping properly, and it is. Okay, so first piece, I may be thinking of, do I jaunty angle or not jaunty angle? That is the question. Okay, because if I do jaunty angle, that maybe I do need to stamp onto a scrap piece of paper. That will mean I don't need to get this totally straight, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to create a background here, and let's see if this works. And you can tell me what you think, whether you like it. It's just a background, so it's not meant to be the be all and end all, because I am going to add our holly and berries. But I did just want to get these backgrounds done quickly. Probably will add some blending to the edges. So we are just going to see here how this one works. Now I think this on a jaunty angle works a little bit better, and I can nestle everything in a little bit nicer than the other way. Oh, except that's okay. It's going to end up that we are going to have two of the exactly the same on top of each other, but that's okay. It's all okay. I can always add in some other miscellaneous sentiments. I just have a bit of a dead spot here, which is a touch annoying. I'll think about that dead spot. So tell me if you like the straight or the angle. Okay. Hello, Sue. How are you? Hello, Sharon. Sorry, I didn't see you pop in. I am doing a Christmas Stampathon, Lisa. The theme is berries and holly. Oh, no, you're fine, Sue. Never late. You're always on time for whatever you needed to do in your life. So never stress and worry, okay? You're here and you're saying hi, and that's wonderful. Okay, and just in there. So I love how I can nestle them in a little bit better with this. It actually works so very well how I can just nestle in. Now, is the stamping perfect? No, but that's okay. So I kind of like, you like the angle, Sharon. Okay. Hey, Margine, how are you? Nicole, you're a wonky person like me. I love that. But yes, I do prefer the wonky to the straight. Am I going to use the straight? Absolutely. I just like that you get more of a concentration. It's there, but we are going to cover it up, and that's okay. And we are going to add some blending. So one more to go. These backgrounds really do come together very quickly. So let me see. I'm going to clean this stamp off, and I am going to get a sentiment in there. Okay, how are we going? So I'm just starting in the corner and going out from there, because that seems to be working really, really well. Don't stamp on the other piece. Is my stamping perfect? Not at all. Oh dear, I have left a little bit of a hole in here, but hopefully that hole isn't too bad. So I do have a bit of a hole there, but I think it will be fine. It's fine. All good. That's where an element will go, I'm sure. Oh. I'd forgotten about that, Brenton. I would love to know that answer as well. And do they live close to you, Brenton? Because grandchildren are the best. I can attest. I do have two. So I kind of want to go just partially ink that. There we go. I have filled that part. If I can get that out of the way, I will also put a year there, and I might be able to put a little swoosh here on the side. Just going through and just seeing if there's anywhere I can add. I think this one's pretty good. And our straight one is just has a lot more room. So there's our busy and then there's our straight. So that's kind of where we've gone with that. Oh, you have 3. Oh, mid-June, grandson. Great. I just keep on having little sips of my drink. Now, while I'm here, I might as well blend these edges. So let's grab, here are my greens, not helpful. These are my browns. Great. Scissors. Get the messy bits over with. Da-da, da-da. One of these will do perfectly fine. Okay. Because I have really nicely, whoa, half off my thing here. So this is actually really quite inky, so I do want to be mindful of that with the pressure that I'm adding. I know it looks like I'm actually adding a whole lot of pressure, but I promise you I'm not. So you can see how much I've softened that background by comparing the two. So it's just given it that nice soft edge. I find it so hard to not continuously pick things up at the shops for kids. So a friend of mine is having a baby in a couple of weeks. Now, I'd already bought a whole lot of onesies for the baby in various sizes, just so they had them in their drawer. And then I saw, what were they? Sesame Street onesies. Oh my God, they reminded me of the sheets that I used to have growing up. They're now actually in my linen press, and they were Sesame Street sheets. And oh my God, I love them. I still do love them. They have Big Bird and Mr. Snuffleupagus on them, and Oscar, and yeah, I just love them. And I just wanted to buy them. We have 5-year-old and 2 4-year-old grandsons. I knew you couldn't resist, Brenton. I just knew. But you have to remember, when you buy clothes, buy a little bit bigger than, or a size or 2 bigger than what they are now, so they can grow into them and enjoy them and not just wear them for a couple of weeks. Okay, so that is that blending part done. Just for the moment, I'm going to pop that blending brush away, close this ink pad, and I'm going to clean my mat because I do definitely have residual ink. And I need to fill up my spray bottle too, but there is enough water there, so I've just used water as well as moving my mat around just then. Bit too much pressure. Okay, so got that. Time to get out our dies. So all those backgrounds were done with greetings of the season. Oh, they don't live too far away. That's awesome. Okay, so now for the challenge part, which is using holly and berries. So I have my holly, which we will need 2 of those, and the berry we will only need 1. You can just use 1 berry, but it does look nice and full if you use 2. Now in Australia, these reindeer fun dies are still available. So I've been sure that at least in Australia, these products are available. Oh, no problem, Sue. Thank you for joining, Sue. So these are still available. This did also have matching paper that had the best holly paper with it. Unfortunately, it is already sold out in Australia. Otherwise, I was planning to use that. But as I said, I was planning, and then things kept on selling out, which not particularly helpful, but hey, that is life. So, ooh, I need to fix this one. I'll have to keep that down and get my packing tape fixing bodgy edge. Okay, so I have this, I think garden green, because it always goes so beautifully together. I could use old olive, but I just like the greenness of garden green. Okay, so I've got heaps of scraps here, so I'm just going to grab out the ones that I think that will work, because I always look to use up my scraps first before I go into anything else. Okay, I think that eliminates my scraps for now, because the rest of them are all quite small. I don't think I quite have enough, but we shall see. I shall just grab out a full piece just in case I need it, and I have it ready. Okay, there, no. I have it now, so full piece on top that I can very easily grab. Okay, our mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, our mini plates. Now, I don't know what these are kind of going on, or whether they're just going directly onto the card. So we will make all these decisions as we go along. Just grabbing a dish here to put all of our pieces into. Great. Plates done. Turn this around so it's right-handed and not left-handed. And let's see and try and be as economical as we can. I'm pretty sure I can get 2 out of this one. Okay. I'm just going to take that off, put that there. Great, and look how that also puts a seam in the middle. So not only do you get the outside, you get the seam, which just adds that extra piece of detail, which I think is lovely. Night, Shaz, sleep well. I'm so glad you could pop on and say hello, Shaz. I always appreciate it. Okay, so top plate. I feel like I'm working backwards. Okay. but that's okay. I shall get used to it, at least for this video. It's just everything's going to be backwards until I decide what I'm going to do. It's just also going to mean the very start of my videos are going to be a little bit topsy-turvy. Okay, that is one done. So let's go here. See how many we can get out. I reckon we can get out at least 3 out of this one, maybe even 4. I got this magnet off Amazon, and it's a nail it's a nail magnet. So it's what they use to create cat's eye nails. Yeah, sorry, did just move. So yes, it works really well for me because I can't always pick it up with my fingers. So I either use my scrapey tool or I use my magnet, just like so. It doesn't want to come out. There we go. Also, very, very good tool, dropping. And I really did mean to drop that piece. Okay, yes, we're definitely going to get 3 out of this. So sorry about that, guys. But I just had my great aunt giving me a call. So, and somehow some calls just push through, but that's okay. Hopefully you can hear me still. There we go. That's 2 lots. So let's see how we go here. I can just make it. I do just need to turn this around, pull this back just a little bit, and there we go. Perfect use of my scrap. Topsy-turvy is cooler unless you have vertigo. No, I don't have vertigo. Well, Cheryl, everything was right way round at the start. So that's why I feel topsy-turvy, and because of that, my stand is on that side rather than being on that side. So I really do feel discombobulated, but that's okay. We can still craft together. Okay. Drop this. There we go. So that is almost, so that's 2.5. Let's see what we get out of this. I think I have the perfect amount of scraps. Yep, that's good there. Now, one thing I have found with this mini machine is that it doesn't like having paper coming past the edge of the plates. So sometimes if you see me try and crank it through and it's not working, it's because the edge of the plates has been exceeded and it just doesn't want to crank through. It's just little idiosyncrasies that these have. So I only keep certain size pieces. I don't keep teeny tiny pieces. I do only keep certain sizes. Now, I don't know how, I don't think I'm going to get one out of there. But that's okay. It's all good. I only need, what have I got? 1, 2, 3. I only need 2 more. So we will definitely get one out of here. Now, I am kind of thinking if I will actually need to use a sentiment for, there we go, that came out, and I attached, and I lost my other magnet. It's stuck to the base of my the base of my stand. That's okay. Right, I just should need 1 more and then my 4 lots of berries. Now, my team member in one, so I share my team swaps every couple of months. So normally every 3 months I will share my team swaps. Although I think I will have to share this month's swaps at the start of maybe one of my videos. Yeah, I may need to share it on my next video because the theme was celebrate. No, the theme wasn't celebration. I have already shared those ones. That's okay. So this piece, will I keep, won't I keep? I'm not sure. It probably will go back in the scrap pile. Oh my God. Oh, Nicole. No. No, no, no. No way could I do that. That is just too much paper. And I don't know if any of you guys watch my upline Linda Dalkey. She won't be live today at 2 o'clock, by the way. Unfortunately, she's had some sad family news and she needs to deal with all of that, so she won't be live. But her scrap rule is, if it is smaller than a card front, it gets recycled. And they're going, oh my God, there is no way I could be that non-frugal, if that makes sense. No. So, yeah, I'm not quite that bad, but wow, keeping all of that, Nicole, that's pretty, yeah, wow. Okay, so let's just crank through, grab 4 of these. Now, I could go through and blend all the edges on these. Do we have time for that? No. Definitely do not have time for that. But look at the cute little holes that it leaves, little shine points, which I love. Okay, take this off, pop that there, line it up a little better. Yeah. Oh dear. Okay. I just don't want to mark the rest of my cardstock, so I'm just cranking it back through. I am getting little dots on my plate, and I will just scrape them off so they don't permanently become one. Hey Donna, how are you? There we go. Oh, this doesn't want to come off. Scrapey tool time. Oh, there we go. That really didn't want to disengage. There we go. 3, and we just need 1 more. And then maybe, I don't know if we're going to use these gems, but they will go perfectly for the Christmas Stampathon challenge. You got Bay. Just got Bay. I'm not sure what Just got Bay is. So if you could decipher for me, that would be, that'd be wonderful. Okay. And here we go, keeping an eye on the time because I'm going live somewhere else for a demonstrator thing at 2 o'clock because I'm a glutton for punishment. Okay, technically we shouldn't need this anymore. Okay, so let's pop that away. Ah, from Melodies. Is that a singing group? Sounds like a singing or no problems, Margaret. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, is it a singing group? Morning Melodies, or is it a music appreciation group? It sounds fun, whatever it is. Although not the world's greatest singer here, I will freely admit that, but I do have wonderful appreciation, and any alternative music in the 90s, I can definitely give the whole song lyrics a go. I am that kind of person. Okay, just getting rid of my glue goober and I shall pull the whole thing off. There we go. Rub that into the bin. It disengaged. Oh, you're a singer at the local RSL. Nice. Okay, so just 1 dot of glue, and I am going to do this. So you can just see how you get a fuller piece than just... Now, I could add 3. That would also look really good, but I just like adding the 2 for... Whoa. I need to open the back of this because I have a bit of a glue avalanche. Okay, 1, 2, and... oh, damn. Take a bit off there and pop it on here. Now, my avalanche stopped because I opened the other end and put some air in there. Oh, and RSL it stands for Returned Service League. So it's a, they were set up after the World Wars for a place where our military personnel who served in wars could gather and feel at home with people who went through the same atrocities and experiences as them. And now they have bistros, and they're very much a community organisation that definitely gives back to the community in many different ways, not just our return service men and women. Okay, this one's going to be a little bit interesting. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I have my 4 holly pieces. Yes, it's like a veterans club, Lisa. Yes, I didn't know the equivalent of you guys. Yes, yes. If you cut the holly from white or red, it could be a poinsettia. Yes, that's exactly right, Nicole, but that is not this month's challenge. This month's challenge is definitely holly and berries, which is why we are doing what we're doing. So I've just put a dot on each, and I'm actually going to be smart so I don't get super gluey hands and use my take your pick tool. And I'm going to use the putty end, and I'm just going to pick these up and pop them down. Here we go. And that one's upside down. There we go. And pop them down. So they are our focal points, because I did my backgrounds. These are my focal points. So I shouldn't need that dish anymore. Now, this is where I am now at a point where they look wonderful, but the card is going to need something else. And that something else is, I have no idea. Ah, nice. You don't have RSL clubs in Perth? Really, Nicole? Like, RSL clubs in my local area, there is one, there is two. So there is two within 10 minutes drive. Yeah, we do have quite a lot. One is attached to a nursing, like a nursing home and retirement apartments that are serviced and have access to services. And the other one has a lawn bowls pictures attached to it. A red banner. Yes, but do I need to add an actual sentiment? This is where I was kind of, and this on a red card base actually would really pop. So let's start designing the card, because hey, we've come this far together. They're card fronts, not helpful. Card bases. Oh, look, I have all of these card bases already done. Meant to be, everyone, and I think I have 4. So let's do this. I'm hoping you can't hear all the activity. You have RSA in New Zealand. There you go. Well, I'm glad we all have something. Okay, so I've got this. This pops on this. This can go here. I don't know, do we need a sentiment? This is the thing. Or do I need to like pop this? Like what I could do, I could pop this on here to give it, I was thinking of popping it on something anyway. I don't think, okay, you don't think it needs a sentiment, but this definitely needs to sit on to something. So we have this piece that was left over. So I don't know. I just feel like it definitely needs to be sitting onto something. All the scraps I'm using up. Oh God, that makes me happy, guys. Okay, so if I sit it here and then have this, is that enough? So sorry. Some ribbon, yes. No sentiment required, just lots of embellishments. Okay, ribbon-wise, so this is a bit of an issue. Oh, I've got our beautiful, I do actually have very vanilla ribbon. Only thing is, it's our really, really thick, very vanilla ribbon. So, thinking a bow, because basically once I do a bow, it will, once I do a bow, I think it will be like the same size, unless I did something with a little bit of baker's twine, because it's very, very papery at the moment. So Nicole's on the right track with her. We need lots of embellishments. And I don't disagree there. I'm just going to show you. I will get my act together in a second with this, just so I can show you how absolutely beautifully this ties. Like, it may be thick, but it is gorgeous. Okay. So what I keep doing, it's not pulled super tight, and it is satin, so it is actually quite forgiving. So just keep pulling through, holding the knot and pulling through. I need to pull this end. So we can get a cute little one, but I think like it really, really does compete with what's there, which I don't think is going to do it. Oh, yes, yes, Margaret, I'm already there on the Winker Stella. Winker Stella was already on my brain. But what I could do, so our Baker's Twine Essentials pack did, note the word did, have grey granite twine. I have used all said grey granite twine. So I'm thinking of going with our linen thread rather than Baker's twine. I could, maybe just a strip. Okay. Oh yes, I've got the 3 berry embellishments. We will definitely play with those. So are you thinking of me just putting a strip like that? Okay, let me get my ribbon scissors and let me make a nice end here, because this is now a bit of a bodgy edge. Oh, now that's a bodgy edge because I shook all the way through that. Right, now that's one, and I kind of want to go from there. Oh no, that worked except for the last disconnection piece. Okay, so that is a piece there, but unfortunately, oh no, you do get, I think it gets lost. I could have made that a little bit longer, but I really feel the very vanilla on that gets lost, which is why I grabbed out my linen thread. And what I thought I could do is twine bows are so not happening today. But what I thought I could do, so I'm just using some Stampin' Seal. But this just gets lost. So whilst it's beautiful ribbon, if I used a different color background, it would totally pop on that background, but it's not popping on this background. Okay. Yes, on an angle. Oh, thank you, Margaret. I'm glad you like it. I had no idea where we were going with this, honestly. So what I want to do is just add a few loops, basically, And this really will just want to loop itself. So, and just keep on sticking it down to here. And then I will add some, there we go. Just letting it do its own thing. And then I will secure it with some dimensionals. So we'll sandwich it in with some dimensionals. So I'm thinking about, well, it helps if you've actually got your finger on the twine whilst you're doing that. Okay, so I'm not cutting it off yet, but you can see how that just adds some interest. Okay, ribbon scissors are back over here because everything's on my left and not on my right. Okay, so dimensionals. Hopefully we should have enough to get us through. So I'm going to design this card and then I will go on with finishing the other ones. So I can also manipulate a few things here. So I can manipulate where these actually sit and then stick them down. So if they're not lying where you want them to, I can definitely change that. Right. So okay, love that. Okay, stick this down first. We're not doing that though. 1, 2, 3, 4. And yes, I do count while I do this, even though I don't actually have a desired number. I do always count for some weird reason. Okay, line this up as best as I can. Okay, and I think I'm going to just stick this flat. If I can pick it up. Now, I'm thinking I think I'm going to leave it like that for this one, but I think I might like to add some more dimensionals as I'm making this, some Winker Stella. This is almost finished, so we're just hoping and praying we can get out enough Winker Stella. There it is. I've got plenty left. Okay, so I just pounce my Winker Stella on. I could have put this berry on with some mini dimensionals, but I decided not to. Okay, I have glue all over my hands. Thank you. Hey Bev, how are you? You are a little bit late, but that's okay. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. Sorry, I must have knocked my camera at some stage. So these ones down here were actually our pearl ones, which I have coloured. So let's see how these berries look. Maybe add like one there with a separate berry like that, and then maybe add another one at the top. Is that too many berries? Or do we like the repetition of the berries? I think it looks kind of cute. So I'm going to leave that there. What I will keep doing, I'll wait for your expert opinions. And what I will do in the meantime is keep doing my twine. Okay. Do have some glue there. Perfect. But I've also glued my finger. That looks good. Thank you, Sheila. I'm glad you like it. So this, for those who have come in late, this is my Christmas Stampathon project. So this is my example. And we are doing holly and berries is our theme for this month. So you do have until the 24th of March to get in your projects. So we just ask that you make multiple projects. So I'm making 4 here because I had to cut a piece of very vanilla. So I cut it into 4 and that's how many we're using. So I didn't come in with a number or anything like that. That's just how it worked out. Wow, this piece really needs some persuasion. I just need to straighten out my twine a little bit here and just get it to stick where I would like it. Okay. This is not helpful. My little rogue magnet does like to travel all around my desk. Okay, so I am just going to snip this off here and grab my dimensionals and then tell this wad of linen thread who's boss. And of course, my dimensionals don't want to play. So I am going to put a dimensional across that meeting place in the middle. That's good. And then I'm probably going to put another one on this side just to make everything a little more level. So one just there. Okay. I need to punch more of our Labelled Love labels. So let's... none of my scraps appear big enough, so we're just going to use this. So I assume this is a card front, but I don't need a card front now. I need 3 more of these punch labels. So I can't wait to see what berry stamps or berry designer series paper you will have in your stash that you can use for your projects this month. Hey Michelle, how are you? Okay, and 3. Great. So I now have 3. And I am actually going to stick these all down as I go. Except I just stuck this. So hopefully this will all go fairly quickly because I do have a prior engagement in a little bit as well. So I do just, that is not perfect, but I can manipulate these pieces just a little bit. This is kind of stuck on the corner here. There we go. I Just want to pull it in between. There we go. Perfect. And I won't wink Stella them until they are on the cards, because that is just going to be neater and easier. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I would love the thumbs up. I don't know if Owen remembers that I'm on a live video, but there you go. He's watching something incredibly funny. Might as well do both of these at the same time while I'm going, because that's called playing smart. There we go. Now I can put the lid on my Stampin' seal and pop that away. Then that's one less thing on my desk. Okay. Great. Just need to get that end down to start somewhere. Okay. That can just go over there, out of my hand's reach. Okay. Let's keep going. Loop this around, because it doesn't matter how neat or tidy the back is, as long as it is stuck down. Please stick. Great. Wonderful. Thank you. One more loop. And then we can cut this off. Now, this loop doesn't want to play right now, but we will make it play. These scissors and this, seriously. Okay. These, right. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I'm glad you already have liked this video. I hope I've inspired you to grab out your Christmas things and just make a few cards. Just get ahead with your Christmas projects, just so you know you have that peace of mind that everything's just going to come together at the end of the year, because you've put a little bit of work all throughout the year to be able to get these projects done. Okay, that is a lot straighter than what it was before. So that's what I wanted to happen. And this is working so much easier than before. Okay. So I literally just ran that under my thumbnail. So I kept it taut, ran it under my thumbnail, and that's how I got it to get those coil kinks out. Although I do kind of just need to do a little bit more, and then we'll all be good. Okay, and pop this one down here. Do a little snip with nothing magnetizing to it, which is wonderful. Linen thread out of the way, and dimensional. See, the deadline for me is writing the Christmas cards, not creating them. If the Christmas cards are done, that's half the job done, but not the whole job. So, yeah. Okay. Secure all those pieces of linen thread and just pop another one just there, just for a bit of balance. Okay. So I've got that one. We've got these to go, and then I will just pop the card bases are already done, and beside me we've done our we've stamped our card fronts. got our focal piece. We are really getting there. So I'm very happy with how these are coming together. And if you wanted to be fancy, you definitely could stamp on the background of this as well. But I must admit, I do like it plain because everything else is so busy. I've already taken those off, so I don't need to. Do need to unloop the loop from there. Okay. Do want to maybe center this a little bit more, pull the loops where I'd like them to be roughly sitting. Perfect. Okay, so I've done those. Let's 1, 2, 3. Oh, I had enough. Perfect amount. Past Ellen did a good deed for me. Oh, I just got my bracelet caught in that. If you're wondering what colours we are using Real Red, Garden Green, and I have chosen to use Very Vanilla and Grey Granite. So just used the... I did use the sentiment as a background because I didn't use designer series paper. That's okay. Look, I've given you inspiration all throughout the year to dream of what you're going to do right at the last minute, Barbara and Nicole. Oh, you love Christmas. This Christmas is going to be amazing for you, Brenton. Little kids just make Christmas. Okay, there we go. I've got this one. I think I may have lost a piece on my desk here, but we shall find out shortly if I have actually lost it or not. No, they're both just under the stamp set. Okay, so I'm going to grab out the stamp set just so you can see which one I have used. Greetings of the Season. So this is still available. It's part of the online exclusive offering. So all those, many of the products that are still available from the mini catalogue last year are now part of the online exclusive offering. So you can go to my online store and you can go online exclusives, and that is where you will find that. You'll find our kits on the online exclusives, and you will find the online exclusive offering. So we do have an offering coming up next week. So this time next week, I'll be able to show you our new online exclusives, and we can have a play and make a card as well using some of the new products. Now, I also did forget at this in the description of this video to give you all the link to our Christmas Stampathon group, and it is on Facebook. So if you look up Christmas Stampathon 2025, you will find us hanging out there. So we do get lots of people participating and sharing photos of their projects every month, which we love seeing. Yep, that's straight enough. Now I wonder if I do this, if this will make it a little bit easier for me. Okay. Yep, that made it a lot easier. Okay, and one more Wing Costella and a few gems, and we are all there. think I can put the lid on that glue in just a second. So this didn't turn out anywhere where I thought it was, and that's been a really nice thing. And you girls, definitely, girls and guys, sorry Brenton, and any other amazing guys who watch me, yeah, I do appreciate the live participation. And if you're watching on the replay and wonder how you comment, if you are watching live, you do need to be one of my subscribers. So that is all of the berries Winker Stellet. And this never is very, very hard to show Winker Stella on video. So I do apologise. These are the pearl and cherry, or cherry cobbler and pearl berries. And you can actually colour the pearl ones and make them any colour you would like. Okay, and I'm just adding a single dot at the bottom. And let's go here. Because why not have more berries on the card, hey? More is more. And single dot somewhere about there. And one more, and that will call us done. Now, does anyone have any questions or comments before we leave? Because now is the time to be asking, because you have me as a captive audience. Okay, Bev. Oh, thank you, Bev. Oh my God, you were making a card and labels Christmas morning, Sheila. Oh my God, I gave up doing Christmas labels. I'm going to tell you this story before I go. Now, I put all this effort into my Christmas tags, right? All this beautiful effort and time, and all they did was read their name and open the present. So what I did last Christmas, I actually have some gold and silver like Sharpie markers. I just wrote their name on the present. And do you know what? No one complained. So I would prefer to make a tag and then make that tag into a card than using it on a gift, unless it's to someone who appreciates my craft, and then I would more than happily give that to them. So I've used the Greetings of the Season stamp set. So that created the backgrounds. Now this is on the last chance list, but I know for a fact it is still available in Australia as of last night. I use the Reindeer Fun dies, and I use the holly leaves and the berries to create our focal piece. And the focal piece does, yes, glue definitely still drying in the car, absolutely. So the theme for our Christmas Stampathon 2025 for February, which runs until the 24th of March, is holly and berries. So I think I have hit the bill twice, because I've got, well, 3 times. I got 3 lots of berries and the holly leaves. So that is a close-up of the card. Just going to see if I can get that Winker Stella to wink. And I did. Yay, you can see the Winker Stella. Awesome. Oh, thank you guys so much for being here. I really, really do appreciate you guys chatting, giving me feedback, if and when I ask for it. Even when I don't ask for it, I do appreciate it, because you come up with some great ideas. I may not use those ideas, but they are still amazing ideas, because we always think about different things. Now, I'm going to be doing a quick video on Thursday. My Thursday is absolutely bonkers, and in Facebook on Thursday for my live video, I will be going live half an hour earlier at 11:30. So I will put up reminders about when I'm going live on Thursday morning. So keep an eye out, and I'm not sure what I'm playing with. I will get a jolt of inspiration sometime between now and then. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you get some Christmas inspiration from my projects and the Christmas Stampathon group, and I will see you over there, and see you either next month in the next Christmas Stampathon video or in my next live. Thanks, guys. Bye.